This is the second video about navigating Canvas as a student. And so we're in the demo course here as a student, and there's a few things that I want you to make sure that you pay close attention to. In this to-do list, there are 4 items inside this demo course. One is a quiz, one is an announcement, one is an assignment, and the other is a discussion. Now, all of these are due on Friday, so you can click any of them from this to-do list, and it's going to take you straight to, this was the announcement in your course. Don't forget that you have a quiz on Friday. And then if I want to go to my assignment, my quiz, or my discussion board, I can click them straight from this to-do list. Now, as long as there is a due date assigned to any of these, then they're going to show up on your to-do list, things that are upcoming that you need to do. And remember, this is just for this course, the demo course. If you go back to your dashboard over here on the global navigation, you would be able to see each of the courses that you are enrolled in currently in your semester. But we're going to deal with just this demo course. Most of your teachers are going to put things, assignments, presentations, quizzes in a module. So modules is something that you're going to become very familiar with, but you can click each of these links to get to your assignments that are listed here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the quiz just to give you an idea of what it looks like. So it has a due date here. It's only available from April 24th until April 26th. There are 5 questions worth 5 points, and there is not a time limit. If your teacher had set a time limit on this quiz, it would show here. And again, that's teacher discretion whether or not they choose to do that. So here are your instructions that your teacher has written. You simply click take the quiz, and I'm going to quickly scroll through these. This is set up to see one question at a time, and I'm just going to answer these multiple choice questions very randomly. This is a fill in the blank. All right, so I've answered all 5 questions, and then I simply have to submit quiz. When I submit the quiz, depending upon what your teacher has put in, you may be able to see your incorrect or correct answers. I can see that I got a score 2 out of 5, didn't do so well on that. I also took less than a minute to take that quiz, so I hurried through it. And this was my first attempt. So there are times when teachers can set up multiple attempts for quizzes. This is set up where I can see my correct answers and my incorrect answers. So some teachers will do this immediately. Some might save it until everyone has taken the quiz. So I've completed that quiz. I'm going to go back to my home screen where my to-do list is. And notice that that quiz is gone because I've completed that assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the econ presentation. Now this is an assignment worth 20 points. It's due on Friday, 11:59 p.m. And my submission has to be either a website URL or a file upload. So it says, please create a presentation about the monitory system. You can use any presentation software you'd like, submit your presentation, and be ready to present to your class. So when I'm ready to submit this assignment, I'm simply going to click the green Submit Assignment, and here I have choices. So I can, most of you are on an assignment like this, probably going to choose a file because you've probably created a file to upload. And I'm going to go ahead and just choose one of my keynotes, and I'm going to click open, And I can also type in a comment to my teacher if I would like here, if there's something that I need her to know. And you can see that here's the file that I have chosen and uploaded. And then I'm simply going to hit Submit Assignment. Once I do that, I'm going to get some submission details over here. I've uploaded this workflow keynote. It does give me an option to resubmit my assignment. Maybe I submitted the wrong file. So if that happens, go ahead and resubmit your assignment. So I'm going to go back to the home screen. And now my to-do list has gotten shorter because I have completed the quiz and I have also completed the econ presentation. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the discussions from here. And my discussion is, what topics do you still need help with for Friday's quiz? So this is a way for your teacher to ask a question of the class, what are you struggling with? Let other students reply to that, maybe help everyone else out in the class. So all I have to do is hit reply, and this is where I can type in my response to the discussion board. And notice here that this really looks a lot like a word processor. You can bold things, you can align things, you can do bulleted lists and numbered lists. You can also add images. So there are a lot of different options here at your disposal if you want to add something in particular to your reply. So I'm just going to type I need help with biology. That's not really a good response, but I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And then I simply, also notice if it's open, you can attach a file if your teacher has allowed that in how she set up the discussion. And I'm going to go ahead and post my reply. And there it is. I'm in your teacher would be able to see your reply here. And you as a student would be able to see the reply of your classmates. And sometimes your teacher might ask you to respond to some of the students in class. So we've covered a little bit about announcements, assignments, quizzes, and discussions. So I'm going to go back to the home screen and notice that my discussion board is still open. I could still go back and add a discussion, but that's the only two things I have left. So I still have the quiz on Friday, which is an announcement, and the discussion board is still open until Friday. Now, if we go to the calendar, I'm going to go ahead and go to the calendar from the global navigation. Notice that here are the 3 items that were on our to-do list that were due on Friday. And so 2 of them have a strike through, the Canvas quiz and also the presentation. So I have completed those. I've submitted them. I don't have to worry about those anymore. And again, the discussion board is not struck through. Even though I've put a reply out there, I still can add to that discussion board. So that is still open. And by the way, I could click that from my calendar and go straight to the discussion board from there. So there's a lot of different ways to navigate in Canvas, from the to-do list, from the calendar, or from the course navigation. As you are in each of your classes, you will learn how your teachers specifically use Canvas for their course. We do like teachers to have some similarities in how they run their courses on Canvas, but we also allow them to make their own decisions and what works best for their course. If you have any questions about a particular course and how it's set up, the first thing you would need to do is contact your teacher. If you are needing technical help, or you really would like to sit down with someone and learn how to navigate Canvas better as a student, please please contact the technology department. We would be happy to sit down with you one-on-one and to help you in that process to make you successful in navigating Canvas.